that is called Mother of Goddess's Dormitory.
Hentai.
Basically is what it truly is, without the sex. But a lot of innuendo and boobs. There's a lot of, if you watch High Dive, it's uncensored. So, you see the boobs.
Say fucking less, sir. Where do I watch it?
High Dive.
High Dive, I'm there today.
Episode 1 is called The Problem with Minoru and Frey. And then Koshi becomes a dorm mother. So, first-year middle school student Koshi Nagumo is made homeless by a fire, and his father abandoning him.
Damn.
Koshi is taken by Minoru Wachi, who feeds him and lets him use the bath. Koshi realizes the bathroom contains 3 naked girls and flees, knocking over a 4th and ending up with his face in her panties.
In them panties?
Yes. Where he's like nudging it back and forth.
Jesus.
Yeah. Minoru explains she is the manager of the Goddess's Dormitory at Seikan Women's University. The girls are Kiria, Serene, and Frey, plus the girl whose panties he encountered just now, Atena. Minoru offers Koshi a job as dormitory mother. Atena, who fears men, refuses to accept Koshi and moves out, where she grabs her hobo bag and goes to go carry it out.
Yes, huh?
Not wanting Atena to lose her home, Koshi leaves instead. Finding him sleeping on a bench and realizing her selfishness, Atena brings Koshi back, but passes out after he accidentally gropes her. Because he wakes her, it's like, soft.
I think it's 2024. You guys need to stop this shit.
Koshi begins cleaning, but discovers the dorm is locally known as the problem dorm.
Oh.
Due to the girls' odd behaviors, Minoru performs scientific experiments and often produces toxic substances and gases coming out of the building.
Is that what you called manure?
Minoru.
Sounds like manure to me.
Manure. Not like that, but like chemical gases. Yeah. And Frey is a cosplayer who dresses people in costumes, often against their will. Plus, all the girls seem to enjoy being partially clothed or entirely naked all the time. Koshi scolds them, and pressing Minoru, he is taking responsibility already. Like, I haven't been yelled at before. That's good. Episode 2 is called The Problem with Kiria and Serene. And then Atena awakens. Atena awakens. So they're like split into, every episode split into 2. Kiria breaks the floor and falls into Koshi's room. Having gotten excited during reading shoujo manga. Shoujo is like martial arts type. She asks to share Koshi's room as he resembles her brothers. But then she tries wrestling him until he flees to her room instead. Because he's like, you're breaking my fucking arm. Because she puts him in a headlock and shit. Kiria is left flustered, though. Serene makes Koshi a bizarre offer to fix the floor if he becomes her servant. Half asleep, Koshi agrees and Serene kisses him. The next morning, the floor is fixed, and Koshi worries over a strange dream that he had. It's like, that couldn't have been real.
It's just like my dreams.
Couldn't have been real, nah. Atena is concerned Koshi and the girls are becoming friends too quickly. While shopping with him, Koshi praises the progress she has made with men since they met, which she appreciates, then realizes Koshi made the other girls feel the same way and flees, only for Koshi to save her by pretending that she is his sister whenever she bumps into 2 different men. Atena surprisingly finds the idea of being his sister intensely appealing and insists that he call her Big Sis. The moment is ruined whenever her skirt falls down, accidentally showing her panties again. She panics and falls with her butt on his face. Regardless, she understands why the others already trust him and decides to help by protecting him from the immoral behavior of the others, though this leads to the others wanting to be his sisters too.
What the fuck is going on in this series already?
Yeah. I told you it's a lot of
I wonder about the actual mental state of certain type of writers.
It's a lot of
every writer, their kink will always come out in the writing some way.
And you see this.
Like, I've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino loves feet. For some reason, Guillermo del Toro loves having siblings in an almost romantic incestual relationship.
Yeah.
In Hellboy the Golden Army, he had those 2 sisters.
Yeah.
Or 2 brother and sisters that were twins that had a real intimate relationship.
Yeah.
In fucking that one movie where Loki was in. High Peak or Peak something.
Yeah.
He had like an actual incestual relationship between the brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
And the brother's wife found out about it, and it ruined the whole fucking household. Who else has their kinks? Let me think here. I think of a writer that has a kink. Mark Miller, for some reason, loves that in rape to all his comic books. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Let me think. I haven't read enough about Stephen King to know what his kinks are.
Kids.
Probably.
I mean, he had the orgy scene.
Man, but that was one book. He was high on
Sure.
he was high on cocaine. That'll make you do anything.
I don't know.
He must have woke up and like, what the fuck?
Let's go ahead and publish it.
Yeah, I still don't understand the editors like he's like, did he do a line of coke too? Because I know it's published this shit. I'd be like, wait a minute, Steven, let's talk about this real fucking quick. Why? If it's necessary to the plot of the movie of the book.
That just shows that they don't always read the entire thing.
And Steven's like just fucking like his teeth are grinding. You know, it's just like, you know, stuff that.
And they start licking his teeth more. I need more coke.
I wish I could write like Stephen King. Not his actual story, but like the level of commitment he takes to writing.
Yeah.
Like that man writes like non-fucking stop. Then you have George R.R. Martin.
This is a bitch, a bastard, a son of a whore.
Who's having trouble just finishing what he has trouble because everyone knew the fucking plot was coming.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that Jon Snow is the illegitimate child of Rhaenyra Targaryen and Ned Stark's sister.
Yeah.
So he's the heir to the throne.
Like,
And now he's like, fuck.
well, you made it too obvious. Like,
Yeah, it's way too obvious. And then they ruined season 8 or whatever of Game of Thrones.
God, they fucked the entire thing up, I think.
I wonder what my kinks would be in my writing. I guess because like writing is it's like your human nature coming up, bubbling up into like the written word.
Right.
So it's you basically, and like what you like see the world as and how you.
You can tell what this is because the kid is 12 and these are college age women. So,
like, this is basically a guy who fantasized of being when he was younger.
that fantasized about older women.
Older women liking him.
Yeah.
So he just poured it like, but he does it too obviously.
Yes, he does.
All right, moving on.
Episode 3. Kushi at a loss. And Kushi goes back to school.
Coochie.
Coochie. I know.
Manure and coochie. Okay. Well, if he's as smart as like he's just like word playing the fuck
think
out
he
of
might
fucking
be.
words.
Coochie. Coochie.
Ain't no fucking way.
The girls compete to see who is the best big sister. Frey dresses Kushi as a girl.
Coochie.
Minoru tries to test her latest formula on him. Serene is too hungry to compete. Kirya uses erotic wrestling moves on him, and Adna can't be near him without getting a nosebleed.
Oh, the famous nosebleed trope.
That's the whole point. It was like whenever he fell face first into her coochie, she just got a nosebleed and passed out.
Yeesh.
Kushi decides.
So they're all college age, right?
Yes.
So they're all 18 or above.
Yes.
He's the one that's the minor.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure where we're at in the storyline.
Yes. Kushi decides to. This is exactly what having sisters is like.
No, it's not. You fucking freak.
Minoru and Frey announced that they have enrolled Kushi into middle school again, though. Since after
It's more like fist fights and
yeah, and smacking the
fucking
shit out of him.
standoffs with your sibling.
So on this first day of school, Kushi is punished by Satuya, his friend, who he hasn't seen since his house burned down. Satuya pretends to be mad at him, but privately was worried.
Why would he pretend to be mad at him?
Like just her like,
And that one thing where like she's like the
in her mind, she's like, "Oh, I feel so bad. Get the fuck away from me."
oh, she's that okay.
But she's like, she's not trying to like be mean. She just doesn't know how to be around guys.
She doesn't know how to what's the word I'm looking for? How to like gauge her emotions, I guess.
Yeah.
Appropriately.
So like in her mind, she's like, "I feel so bad," and then he goes to go like touch her. He's like, "Stop fucking touching me."
Well, I wouldn't be touching you. We're not supposed to touch her anyway without permission.
So she's heat intolerant though, and she remembers.
She's what? He's heat intolerant.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Like
You can't tolerate the heat.
yes.
Yeah, none, most people can't. We're fucking boiling out here.
She remembers whenever Kushi became her friend because he would make his fingers cold with ice before holding her hand.
Oh,
After listening to his story about Goddess's dorm, she insists to meet the other girls, but Kushi accidentally falls on her. She is tempted to let
Just leave him there to die in a ditch.
she is tempted to let something lewd happen, but overheats and punishes him instead.
Wait, how old is she?
His age. Yeah.
No. I mean, like, it's age appropriate for them to, but not to be portrayed on an anime.
Yes. So Kushi hopes to show Satya the dorm is perfectly normal. Like, he's like, I don't have nothing to hide. I haven't done nothing wrong. Because he hasn't, like,
I'm a man, damn it.
he hasn't went out of his way to do anything wrong. That just this shit keeps happening to him.
Well, he's fucking 12. His mind wouldn't even comprehend what to do.
No, he does.
Yeah, no, that's the mind of an adult thinking as a like how he thinks he would think of it. That's not a 12-year-old's mind at all.
Yeah.
That was never our mind either. I was like, damn, if I get this fucking Pokemon, I'd be fucking set. When I was playing fucking Fire Red.
So whenever they get there, they encounter Frey, who is cosplaying as a sexy bunny girl. Mineru, who only is dressed in her lab coat and panties as her dorm room, was in the middle of yet another chemical explosion.
Jesus.
It's just like, just no bra, no nothing, just lab coat and panties. Episode 4.
Let me guess, he has the thing where she's got the thing where like the middle's open.
Yes.
But both boobs are covered by the other ends.
No, they pop out.
Oh, the real ones?
Yeah.
All right, because it's like actually
It's
uncensored. Oh, yeah.
Yes. It is uncensored. Like they don't show any of the bottom, but they definitely show the top.
I kind of want to see it, but sometimes I kind of don't want to see it either.
I kind of want to.
There's no reason to have a 12-year-old be enticed by college-age girls.
Yeah.
If that's a guy's fantasy, he can just do that in private. Just keep a deep, dark, secret file folder. I'm sure everybody has their secret file folder written stuff they don't show anybody.
Episode 4 is called A Childhood Friend Visits the Dorm, and Kushi goes undercover at a woman's college. So Satya decides to judge whether the dorm is suitable. The girls realize that Satya has a crush on Kushi. Satya is infuriated by what Kushi considers the girl's normal, lewd, and dangerous behavior, but is convinced to spend the night in Atina's room. Satya demands to know what Atina's relationship to Kushi is, but before she can answer, Kushi ends up in a nude situation with Kiria in the bathroom. Yeah. So he goes in there to go take a shower, right?
Yeah.
He's walking out.
Just dick swinging.
Yeah.
But he's 12, so it's not really swinging at all.
No, it's an elephant picture that's put over.
Like Timmy?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you know?
You know, it's a very good combination of the two things that we've talked about today. But he's walking out, she's walking in, and he like just bumps into him with her boobs.
His fucking dick just slaps her in the face.
No, she falls down, and then he ends up somehow straddling her. Just about, you know. So Adina and Kiria begin
I need some psychology.
Yes.
You just gotta let I understand that you probably didn't get a lot of relationships growing up.
Yeah.
You just gotta let that go, man.
Yeah.
Don't fucking internalize it into a fantasy series.
Like I've said, this is not generally my style of anime, but I was asked to cover this.
What?
Multiple times.
Multiple times?
Yeah, in our comment section.
Oh.
Yep. Let's go ahead and shout out the one that asked for it.
Hey, let's not do that too.
You know what I mean? It's not being mean. He asked for it.
Your Honor, he asked for it.
Independence Reno.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that asked for Dragnar Academy and a couple of the other ones too that all have the same setups.
You gotta let go of the past, my friends. Stop fantasizing about being 12 and hooking up with college girls.
Yeah.
Just move on, man.
When they forget their lunches, Frey forces Kushi to deliver their lunches to them. Since men are banned from the women's campuses, Frey forces Kushi to cross-dress as a girl.
Why is that always the fucking option? Why isn't it just a fucking day pass for a male? What the fuck do you mean? The only solution is to cross-dress as a female.
Whenever he is exposed anyway, Adina saves him. Kushi notices that Adina doesn't get a nosebleed whenever he is cross-dressing. They find Kiria, but is forced to change whenever they accidentally get wet because a bucket of water falls off of the building.
Oh, no, it's out of nowhere.
Adna borrows one of Kiria's shirts, but due to her large breasts and the shirt rips, exposing her breast to Kushi and finally giving her a nosebleed again.
I want to give her a nosebleed. Her taste fell out.
Because the dude's staring at her, she's like... returning home, Adna announces that all they need is they all need a vacation together, and Sutia is invited as well. Episode 5. Serene the Shut-In and the Goddess Dormitory goes on vacation. So in this episode, Serene is uneasy about vacationing away from the moon, the source of her power. Like it's a weird, like she's an otaku where she's
Oh,
like,
so they're not actual mystical abilities in this shit series. Okay,
this is
it's her being
just her.
fucking weird.
Yes. Everyone decides to create a portable safe zone filled with moon items for her. Frey provides a costume from a moon-themed anime, which is rejected because it's like Sailor Moon. So it looks like, this is moon-themed.
Fucking yeah, Sailor Moon.
Minoru provides moon-themed...
I didn't think of it. Sailor Moon was fucked up too.
I know.
Because they would when they would transform, they'd be butt naked for a split second.
Yeah.
Weren't they high school girls too?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what the fuck?
You never thought about these things, did you?
Oh my god, we were so blind to the horror we used to witness on a constant basis.
Remember Ash and Misty?
No wonder we're so fucking gooned out in our brains. We just think it's normal.
Yeah, but we handled it very well compared to Gen Z. Minoru provides moon-themed aphrodisiac, but accidentally uses it on Frey instead. Kiria tries to teach Serene moon-themed Tai Chi, but Serene becomes too tired to do it. Atena provides an umbrella with a moon symbol, and Kushi finishes washing Serene's jacket, which she calls her moon robe, curing her uneasiness. Serene visits Kushi and kisses him in his sleep.
That's, I guess, the law.
At the hotel, Atena admits she organizes the vacation to apologize to Sutia. Minoru tries to peek in on Kushi in his bath, resulting in Atena being exposed naked and giving Kushi a nosebleed. So it reverses that time.
Wow.
Everyone sleeps in Kushi's room, in various stages of nudity except for Atena, who sneaks out. Minoru and Kushi follow her to the haunted section of the hotel. Minoru almost has a moment with Kushi and wonders if it was caused by lust or fear of ghosts. Atena almost kisses Kushi, despite still wanting to be his big sister, but they are caught by Minoru and Serene. The next morning, Frey insists they finally go to the beach.
Yay.
Because apparently this whole episode, whenever Atena booked the rooms for this hotel,
Yeah.
it has almost the same name as the one that was on the beach. So she booked the one that was supposed to be on the beach, but it was in the mountains. So it's completely the wrong place.
So they're in the mountains?
Yes, with hot springs instead of beside the beach.
There's always a hot springs episode.
Always. And there's always a beach episode, which is what we go to next.
So I guess you gotta follow the tropes.
Sudana ponders about the sea, and then Kushi makes a cosplay debut. So, in this episode, at the beach, Kushi remains confused about Atena. A fish gets stuck in Sutia's swimsuit, causing her to struggle to swim. Kushi rushes to save her, but remembering he can't swim, sends Kiria instead. Sutia is glad Kushi was worried about her, but Kushi sees Atena being harassed by men, so he pulls her away, revealing that Atena no longer gets nosebleeds around Kushi as he makes her feel safe, so she doesn't look at him as like a perv at this point. Sutia apologizes to Kiria and Atena, admitting she was jealous they helped Kushi after his losing his home, while she couldn't and is convinced Atena has only sisterly feelings for Kushi. Kushi begins acting strangely. Frey decides cosplay will get him to talk and drags him to her favorite cosplay studio. Frey dresses herself and Kushi as characters from an anime. Just different anime. Tricking Kushi into answering honestly, Frey learns most of what occurred during the vacation in his confession about his current relationship with the girls clashing with his changing emotions. Kushi realizes that he wants to protect Atena, but is unsure if he wants to do it as a dorm mother or a brother or as a man. But either way,
12 years old.
because the whole show he's like, "I'm a man, damn it,
I'm a man." I forgot what voice breaks when he says it.
I'm a man." But either way, he intends to do it with more confidence from now on. He also learns from Frey that she will stop running from her past and someday try to reveal her true blunt self to the Goddess's Dormitory. We got 3 more episodes here. Episode 7, Kushi and Sutuna attend a festival at the girls' college where Minoru sells aphrodisiacs.
What
This
is
bitch is a
constant
freak.
aphrodisiacs?
I know.
Like, what's with the constant?
Kushi and Sutiya are saved from Minoru's lusty female victims by Serene using a highly advanced moon laser. Serene claims this drained her energy and requires a kiss to recharge. She almost kisses Kushi, but he thinks of Atena and stops. Atena volunteers as a maid, but struggles serving men and falls with her breast in Kushi's face again. These bitches trip a lot.
And magnetic, apparently.
I know. Satiya discovers she likes maid outfits at this point. A cross-dressing contest is announced with Kiria as the judge cross-dressed as a boy. Kushi has a drink but realizes it was another aphrodisiac that will reveal his true self. Kiria gives him 3 tickets to a maze and Kushi becomes uncharacteristically excited. In the maze, Atena and Kiria realize Kushi is acting his age instead of his overly mature self. Goes back to being a little kid instead of trying to be a man. Kushi trips in the dark and gropes both Atena and Kiria, returning to him to normal. Minoru later reveals Kushi only drank water, meaning everything he did was his own free will, which is really fucked up.
It wasn't, what is it, a placebo effect?
That's all it was a placebo. Sutiya has great access as a sadist maid. The Occult Research Society attempt to capture Serene to study her moon powers, but are stopped by another aphrodisiac, which causes them to chase after the cross-dressing Kiria and cause chaos for the entire festival. There's a lot of aphrodisiacs going on around here.
Apparently.
Ready? Next one. Kiria is asked to run her family dojo Christmas party. Atena and Kushi volunteer to help. While cleaning the showers, Kushi sees Atena naked again. Who falls on top?
It's like, see, been there, done that.
And who falls on top of him and gets a nosebleed again. Now, anemic, Atena is unable to help, so Kushi and Kiria go shopping. Kiria thinks maybe that she and Kushi are on a date, but comments from passerbys make her think Kushi only likes Atena. Kiria decides to be Santa, so they ask Frey to help, which is the one that cross-dresses everybody here. Frey goes overboard, taking Kiria's measurements, so Kushi flees before he can see anything inappropriate. She's like, I'm going to measure everything just for a costume. Serene is bribed with food to replace Atena. The dojo's younger students assist Kushi and Serene help practice karate, but Kushi, I was going to say. But Kushi is forced to step in when Serene's outfit falls open.
No, I'll stop it. Don't worry.
One of the students thinks that she doesn't deserve a present because she never plays with the others, so Kushi helps her make friends. Kiria and Serene reveal the outfits Frey made, and Kiria realizes hers make her panties visible. It comes up way too high. She is the reindeer. Serene rides on Kushi's back, causing him to realize that she isn't wearing anything under her skirt. Kushi gives Kiria a present, so she almost kisses him until Serene interrupts. Next episode, Minoru buys a kotatsu. The girls all tease Kushi under the table, but also reminisce about using kotatsu with their families. Kushi asks if he and Sutiya can use it while doing homework, disappointing Atena. Sutiya is hesitant, but agrees as long as she doesn't overheat. Atena goes shopping for knitting supplies. Kushi falls asleep under the kotatsu with his foot on Sutiya's panties, causing some accidental stimulation, which is witnessed by Atena, causing Sutiya to punish Kushi and banning him from the kotatsu indefinitely.
That's what finally did it?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Kushi begins spring cleaning. Serene's door sticks, so she falls from her window and lands with her butt in Kushi's face. And you being a butt man would probably like that.
Woman, everything, man.
Just everything and anything.
I have no one type. I like all women, all kinds.
Kushi finds outfits in Frey's room she forced him to cosplay in and is almost punished by Sutiya whenever she also finds underwear. Atena bribes their way into Serene's room with food, finding the door was jammed because a mountain of possessions collapsed while she tried to find New Year's gifts she bought everyone for being their friends. Minoru gets drunk on her gift, a bottle of super strength sake, along with Atena and Serene, so all three pass out on top of Kushi. Atena drunkenly reveals that she is jealous of Satya, but falls asleep before explaining why. Satya finds them in a pile together and furiously punishes Kushi.
The hell did he do? Just laying him down. He's like the first one down, isn't he?
And they all fall on top of him. In the last episode of this season, I can't remember if there's a season 2 or not. The last episode is New Year's approaching, so Kushi plans to make a large meal for everybody. Since he's the dorm mother, he cooks, he cleans, he does all that. Noticing that Kushi is having a tough time enduring the cold weather, Adana begins knitting him gloves as a present. Kushi goes grocery shopping with Kiria and prepare a special meal for the holiday, but suddenly collapses with a fever to everyone's horror. Sotia visits in a panic, but overheats whenever checking his temperature and passes out because any kind of heat bothers her. Not just Oklahoma heat, but like any kind of heat.
Jeez.
The girls attempt to nurse Kushi back to health. It goes horribly wrong, from Frey posing as a sexy nurse to Kiria embarrassingly ruining his clothes. Kushi has a nightmare about his home burning down and decides to relieve his unease with a bath, only to be caught by Frey and Serene, who attempt to cure his fever by lewdly massaging him with medicinal oils.
So we almost had a normal reaction, having a nightmare about the fire that ruined his life.
Yes.
And then they immediately turned it into something weird.
Kushi then flees naked and bumps into Kiria, who hurriedly dresses him in tattered clothes, though they make it harder for Kushi to endure the code. Adana attempts to make rice gruel, but Frey adds her own ingredients, which explode, leaving her and Adana naked, raising Kushi's fever again and making him pass out again. Realizing Kushi is dangerously sick, Adana decides to nurse him properly through the night. So the normal one of
the group?
Yeah. While he is asleep, Adana confesses that she is glad that he is their dorm mother before falling asleep beside him without getting a nosebleed.
For 12 years old, I could be a dorm mother.
Well, he was on the streets before all this, and they give him a job as dorm mother.
Jesus.
Kushi eventually recovers and is able to go shopping with everyone for ingredients for their New Year's dinner while wearing the gloves that Adana had made for him. So, yeah, it's a crazy series.
It sounds just like fan service.
It is.
Or like a writer's fantasies.
It is a ton of fan service.
Enjoyed by other people.
Adna, for the entire series, she's got these two little paddles that have a kid's a little baby's face on them,
Mm-hmm.
where she censors them throughout the show. Obviously, since it's uncensored, there are a bunch of boobs in the damn anime.
Yeah.
But she's like Mr. Sakamoko, where she covers them up with these two paddles, where people can't see their boobs.
Where
she's constantly trying to make sure that they're not super lewd.
So she like a meta joke?
Yeah. Where she's covering them up the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought them with you to the hot springs.
Weird.
It's a
Your choice to be meta.
But to be fair to Independence Reno, this is not my style of anime, but I did watch the episodes just so that way I could at least know what I'm talking about. Which is sad. Because believe me, I would not normally choose that. It's not my style. But yeah, I can see you have a style though, Independence Reno. I see you have a style.
So you're a refined cultured man.
You're following in the way footsteps here, only with anime.
Yeah, probably not. The whole
I said with anime and
the whole 12-year-old fantasy thing about being younger with
old man being a perv. I didn't say what type of perv. She said perv.
The borderline bad type of perv.
Oh shit. Alrighty, ready for some Reddit?
Yeah.
We'll finish off with some Reddit for today.